Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine from Behind the Markets. Happy Friday. Today is Friday the 14th, Valentine's Day. Make sure if you are hearing this at 6:15 in the morning that you rush out and get your wife or your husband, your special someone, something really quick before it's too late. Last reminder. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's trip to Europe this week, where he talked to NATO and all these types of things. He's telling them, and he told them publicly, that the U.S. wants to end the war with Ukraine as Trump has begun to negotiate with Putin. They've entered official negotiations. Ukraine seems, unfortunately, history won't judge this well, but Ukraine seems like they don't have a vote or a seat at the table here. It's just going to be a negotiation between the United States and Russia and Europe, and Ukraine's just going to have to likely, it seems, accept whatever it is. But there's something that Pete Hegseth, Defense Secretary Hegseth, said that I thought was very important. And it's something that we are working on right now. And we've been talking about for a very long time here at Behind the Markets. Pete Hegseth said that the security of Europe can no longer be a U.S. priority. He said that China is now the United States' strategic priority. It was very underreported, but this is the biggest break with the post-World War II order since it established. This is a break with the post-World War II order. For many decades, Europe was the theater through Truman, obviously FDR, Truman, Nixon, Johnson, all these people like Carter, Reagan. It was all about Europe and combating the Soviet Union. And Biden tried to have it both ways, where he tried to really lock down Ukraine and also pivot to China. But Trump's admission, and Hegseth said it himself, in a world of scarce resources, we have to face, his words, not mine, stark realities. And stark realities. So we have to leave Europe to the Europeans, and we have to focus on this 1.4 billion person creature, China, right over here, that's in the Pacific. That's a big deal. Not well reported, but it is a fundamental shift in the United States' geopolitical and strategic posture. We're not facing this way. We're now facing this way. And it's a big deal, guys. It's a different world from the way we grew up. Make no mistake about it. And the Trump administration is right. This is why they've been really pushing Europe to pick up their defense spending so that they can be responsible for the security on their own continent. But the Trump administration is right to do this. China has publicly said, Xi Jinping said, that they're going to invade Taiwan by 2027. Admiral Davidson has what we now call the Davidson Window, basically that China's peak opportunity to punch through and grab Taiwan before the U.S. and Japan and all these other allies, Australia, really are able to contain it is before 2026, 2027. So China still has a competitive advantage over us, meaning that they prepared their entire coastline with advanced weapons that we're not really ready to fight with. We have really been scrambling, and one of the hallmarks of the Trump administration is to be scrambling to add new weapons to change that balance of power in the Taiwan Strait. And we're actually, one of the new weapons, we just updated a report that we have for Breakthrough Wealth. People see this weapon, it leaves people speechless. CBS News says it's entirely a new type of weapon. New York Times says it's almost impossible to stop. And the Trump administration is rushing to get these out to the front line. And we just updated our report on it. We're also working on new reports. These are all going to be Breakthrough Wealth reports. So I urge you to get that now. Seriously, Breakthrough Wealth is the place where we publish our best defense tech research out there. And if you're a Breakthrough Wealth member, you know we deliver the goods. We don't play around with defense. A lot of other companies, they think about, gosh, how great would ChatGPT be? How is it going to be with security, with software, with working security, with productivity software? That's great. A lot of opportunity there. Our specialty here at Breakthrough Wealth, at the Breakthrough Wealth unit of Behind the Markets, at our imprint, is to look at how technology is rapidly changing warfare. That's very interesting to us. Anyway, I urge you to get a report about this UFO weapon. People think it's a UFO. The UFO sightings, like half the UFO sightings of the past few years have been for this weapon. Get your report before we pull it. And also, if you do that, you'll be a member of Breakthrough Wealth and you'll see the exciting stuff we have coming soon. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. I will see you on Monday.